What is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carissa and welcome. We are clearly, if you can't tell, we're in my daughter's room. I have something a little different for this video today. It's not going to be necessarily a vlog type video. I need to do some serious recon in both of my children's rooms. I am more so talking about toys. It is the end of October, meaning it's almost Christmas, meaning I have 2 months to declutter and get rid of a ton of shit for more shit, pretty much. Yay! This is not going to be just a one-day thing because unfortunately it is after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My son is currently sleeping right next door and my daughter gets out of school in a little bit, so I have to go pick her up. It's gonna be over the course of a couple of days. I want to try and get her room done. So I don't really necessarily have a plan or a goal besides get rid of the toys that my kids do not touch and have not touched in months. I still do toy rotation. I still love toy rotation. If you are someone who has been thinking about it, you're not really sure, you haven't tried it yet. Kids are kind of all over the place. You have a shit ton of toys like and you're not sure what to do, definitely try toy rotation. If you want, I could talk a little bit more about it. I'm gonna kind of go through it a little bit during like this video, but it's not gonna be super in depth just because I already know it's gonna be really long because of all the shit that I have to do. Anyway, I am still sticking with my toy rotation because both of my kids do have their own rooms, which is very nice. I'm grateful for that. But they also have a little tiny section in the living room that has toys out there because we do spend a lot of our time out towards that way and not necessarily in their rooms. My daughter does, but my son is pretty much always in the living room playing with those toys out there. If you notice, a lot of the toys out in the living room are mostly his toys. It is because my daughter is allowed to come in and out of her room and get whatever she wants, where my son, on the other hand, really can't unless we're in his room with him. Sometimes he does because he does have a shelf in there that has some toys on there and he goes and plays with those, but like I said, most of the time it's kind of he's in the living room and she's in and out. My idea is to clean out both of their closets, all of their toys, and also I have a kitchen closet. I am going to clean out that kitchen closet because this is where we store most of our shit. If you are new, in our old place, we had a third bedroom, a whole separate bedroom that had our washer and dryer in it, so we couldn't use it as a bedroom, but we used it as a storage room. So we had basically a whole room full of storage. In this house, now that we do have 3 full bedrooms, we don't have that third bedroom to store shit, so we have just one tiny closet. So that's kind of what everything is shoved into, is one tiny closet, and everything is kind of evenly distributed between both of the rooms. I do want to clean out my son's closet, which he's currently napping, so I can't show you that right now. I'm not going to do his room right now or today. We're solely focusing right here in this room. I want to move all of his toys into here. My daughter has a huge ass toy box that she got for her first Christmas, and that's where I used to store all the toy rotation stuff in the old house, but now in here, it is in my daughter's room. So my plan is to put all of the toys, both of their toys, in that toy box. And then that way we have just one space with toys instead of having 3 different places. Because currently right now we have my daughter's closet, my son's closet, and then the toy box, but I want to just convert everything to the toy box, and that is it. That was a long intro. Hello, welcome. We're doing this, so grab a coffee, grab a snack, and we're just gonna chill and we're gonna do this together. Like I said, it's gonna be the course of a couple of days because I'm not gonna get everything done in 30 minutes, obviously, but we're gonna see what we can get done today. So let's do this. So first order of business is going to be this toy box. I'm honestly not 100% sure where I should start. I feel like I should start at the kitchen closet. I feel like doing that closet right now because it is disgusting. This guitar, they love this, but I hate it. I literally hate this thing with a freaking passion. I don't recommend. It is annoying. It's the most annoyingest toy ever. I'm gonna do a keep pile, a donation pile, and a pile that I'm gonna give to my mom because my mom is gonna take some of these toys because she needs some new toys at the house for her kids. Except for this. This is just going to the trash. do enjoy their toys like a lot. So I'm not gonna get rid of this. I'm actually gonna keep this, but this is gonna go out in our like educational learning closet. Too bad my kids don't like these, which kind of makes me a little sad. They're magnet tiles. I am gonna keep them though, because maybe as Enzo gets older, he'll get into them. I wasn't lying when I said we still had toys that she got from her birthday that aren't open yet, so we're obviously keeping them, but and another toy that's not open yet. Again, this is also an educational toy, so I'm actually gonna put this in the closet as well with all of our other educational stuff. Okay, she's empty. I am going to vacuum. Ooh, hello. She's empty. I am going to vacuum her out, wipe her down, but we have, this is the donate pile. I'm going to send my mom pictures of all of these and see what she wants. So far we only have 2 piles. So this is the donate pile, also what my mom's probably gonna keep or not. And this is what we're keeping. And then those are also what we're keeping, but I have to put them in the closet. I know this doesn't look like a lot, but I promise she has a ton more. All of her baby stuff, she has those 3 totes over there, these 2 doll houses, plus more stuff out in the living room. I feel like, honestly, this is a good start. Okay, so I'm gonna send my mom pictures of those, see what she wants to keep, and whatever she doesn't want to keep, I'm just going to donate, because I'm not keeping anything in my freaking house. But we'll be back and I'll let you know what else, because then I also have to go get Ariel once I send pictures, because it's 1:30, so we have to leave here in 10 minutes anyway. Change of plans. Ethan actually went and got Ariel. While he's getting her, I started tackling her closet. So I took all of the bins out and I freed up some. I took out her Little People Barbie thingies because she is playing with those and Enzo loves those, so we're gonna keep those out. My next order of business is going through her Barbie bin. I'm gonna keep some of them, but I'm not gonna keep them all. Okay, I put those back in there, so that fits perfectly. Honestly, great. We have empty totes over there. I put everything in bag for donations. This is what my mom is taking. This is what we're keeping. I did go ahead and vacuum that out, so I am just gonna put all of this stuff back in there for now, just to kind of clean up her room, because she is home and is gonna be awake soon, so we're gonna sort of slow down what we're doing. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna go through all of these. Sadly, getting rid of these 2 Squishmallows. The reason being is because I put them in the washer and the dryer, honestly, a while ago, and I'm assuming they got stuck or something melted and it ruined it. And it's like really gross, and if you can tell, there's like imprints of like something all over it. And I tried to wash them again after that and they're not coming off. One has it too, just not as bad, but it's still really gross. And like back here and like on the tail. So I am gonna get rid of them. She has mini ones, but she, like I said, she doesn't play with stuffed animals. They're really just for looks, and she has so freaking many. Like, let me show you. All of her bed. These are what we're keeping, and these are what we're getting rid of. And she still has this whole bucket full. And that's the one that has most of the ones that my mom gets her like every holiday that has her names on it. So obviously we're gonna keep those, but there is a couple of other random ones in there that I'm gonna get rid of. These are all of her Build-A-Bears. For some reason I thought she had one more, but I think this is it. So these 2 are from my mom when the new Little Mermaid movie came out. This one is actually her first birthday bear, so it's when she turned 1. This one is from her Gigi, and then this one I feel like is her 2nd birthday bear. Good morning. It is the next day. We're gonna continue on this little toy cleaning room organizing series. I don't even know what to call it. We're just going with the flow, you know? Yesterday, you guys saw I pretty much did finish cleaning and going through Ariel's room and all of her toys. We found homes for pretty much all of the toys and stuffies and everything in the room that I was getting rid of. Today, we're going to work on Enzo's room. I'm curious to see how I'm gonna be able to do this with him awake, how he's gonna do. He has this covered in toys. He has that over there, a piano over there, that right there. He has his stuffed animals in there. Then in his closet, which you guys have kind of already seen, he has all of those toys. That tote is full of books. That's another tote full of toys. He has a toy right there. He has puzzles and more toys up there. A lot of his toys I'm not necessarily going to get rid of. I'm just gonna go through them and see what we have doubles of, sees what I kind of like really don't need that much, and I'm actually gonna send them to my mom's because he does go to my mom's like 3 to 4 times a week in the morning, and then my mom also has another. So we're gonna go through. That's our first order of business, is to go through all of his toys. So I have cleaned it out. Obviously, these are what we're gonna keep. I'm keeping all of those. I'm just gotta figure out somewhere else to put them. But this is the pile that I'm keeping. Well, this was a pile, but this is what I'm going to give to my mom. I'm actually gonna split these up between my mom and then my mother-in-law if she wants any. I know she was looking for some. I still have the whole closet to do, which there's not that much actually in the closet, but it's a little hard with this man over here ruining everything, so. These are our Cubico crate boxes. We have 2 of them. This is the Discover With Me. This is the Look With Me. Currently right now for educational things that we have out, we have the animals, but I am gonna keep these. When he's done like playing with them, I am gonna give them to a friend. I honestly think I have everything sorted. Now I can just find places for them all. And I am eventually gonna go through the books as well. Again, not today. Okay, we are pretty much done with his room. Thank God. His closet is fully clean. So those are dirty clothes, mind that. I do have to fold his laundry over there. But his books I'm gonna go through tomorrow. I already decided that's what I'm doing because I'm gonna give some to my mother and my mother-in-law. This tote down here, we've already talked about. These are just a couple of the bigger toys. These are 2 toys that are not gonna be open for a little while, and then just these 2 random ones. But I left his 2 panda crates up there. I'm actually leaving space for something specific right here. And this is what this looks like. There's not many toys up here. Everything up here he doesn't play with because they're obviously up high. Those are not in rotation right now, but I like to keep them out because he does love Paw Patrol. But I left all of his trucks out. If you can tell, all of his trucks are on the outside because that is not a mess to clean up. It's easy to just throw them in there. And then his abacus, because we do use this for our learning time in the morning, so I like to just keep it out. Down here is just some of the random little toys that he can have in here if he wants, because sometimes he does come in here and play. I did clean out in here. If you didn't know, he had his shoes and other storage in here, but now just his shoes are over there, and that is it. I keep this because this was his board for his birthday. Let me actually show you what her room looks like so far. I did do a little quick pickup in here because, like I said, the kids were in here last night and they made a big mess. But this is what hers looks like. Obviously, all the babies are the same. Everything pretty much looks the same because you can't really tell. But her little people are right there. And then this is what this looks like in here. It's not very organized in here, but it's organized for me. This is what her closet looks like. The only thing that's in here is that big bin full of her Littlest Pet Shops, which, like I said, she doesn't really play with those right now, but I'm keeping. So those are under there, and then her dollhouse that she's currently not playing with right now either. And then I condensed all the Barbies into here, which you guys saw. And then these are actually her magnet tiles that I think she forgot about, so I'm gonna put them up there. But then She also has a space in here that is empty as well. I'm gonna do a quick vacuum and mop in his room, very quick, so that way he can lay down for a nap because it's 11:30. Enzo Valentine, what are you doing? I don't think I'm gonna get to the kitchen closet today. I think that's gonna be on my list for tomorrow, but I did want to share with you guys what those spaces in their closets are for. I have bins for each of the kids, so they are labeled. I am gonna get stickers, like actual stickers for these with their names on them, but for now I just wrote it so I know on a piece of tape. But there's Ariel's, but there's Enzo's. So his is obviously empty because he's still a baby, but in here I keep all of their papers that they have done. Obviously Ariel's is pretty full. I do have to go through it because there are some things in here that I kept that really don't need to be kept. These, I don't necessarily need to keep any of these because they're just like colored on paper. Let's get into it. So here we have like this. She did a project. She has this for actually her birthday in preschool, for when it was her birthday. Projects in here that she's done. A tree of life that she made. She made this at daycare when she was in daycare. We have like these little projects that she's made. We have another one. But yeah, so that's what's in here. They're just cool projects that she's done. Oh, like we have this one, and we have this one, and then there's just little other projects that she's done. So I just love this idea, and instead of keeping this in this closet out here and taking up space, we're gonna just put this one in her room and Enzo's in his. His obviously doesn't have much in it now. Good afternoon, I guess we could say. It is definitely a couple days later. I took a little break from doing all of like the crazy organizing and decluttering things I've been doing because the last 2 days has been a little crazy for us. Today is actually Friday. Ariel is at school currently. Enzo is out there. I've also been filming another video. I've been filming a vlog. So not sure what you're gonna see first, if we're gonna see this first or the vlog first, but I do talk about this a little bit in the vlog. So it is actually 12:50. It's almost 1 o'clock, and usually Enzo would be sleeping, but it's been a little struggle with Ethan when he works his morning shifts because of sleeping. We're trying to figure out his nap schedule with Ethan being at work and me having to pick Ariel up from school at like a very weird time. We're gonna keep him awake, go pick up Ariel, and then when we get home, put him down for a nap. But anyway, we're gonna tackle this closet today, or try to attempt to tackle it. I closed the gate. We're gonna see if Enzo can stay in there, be preoccupied in there, because I am standing right here, so he might be okay. I did already show you guys this closet, but here it is. Another, excuse me. Extra sweatshirts, extra blankets, extra paper towels and toilet paper, drinks and snacks, arts and crafts, dog stuff, electronic stuff, backup things, literally everything is in here. So we're gonna go through this, see how we can declutter this. Okay, my first thing is definitely going to be going through these sweatshirts. I have gone through these sweatshirts so many times, and somehow we've lived here for 4 months and we still have not used any of them except for one. And it's already in our room. So we're just gonna do that. He literally has 3 of the exact same hoodies. I'm literally not lying. So not gonna lie, I just cleared out most of like well, actually everything that's on the bottom. And I don't think it's the bottom that is what really like overwhelmed me and like stressed me out so much. I think it's the top, because now that I'm getting to the top and pulling everything out, I am like, what is this? Where did this come from? Why do we have it? Why do we need it? And here's why. So everything down here is all cleaned out, obviously besides that tote, which I am gonna take out, but everything on the bottom is cleaned. I've already went through those. And look at, what is all of this? What is all of this? Like, you may think they're in totes, so whatever, but I just feel like, I don't know. Okay, I just pulled the shelving out. Honestly, it's not as dirty in there, like underneath everything, as I thought. Obviously, I'm gonna sweep and mop in there since it's all out anyway, but it's pretty clean. I didn't take any of that stuff down yet just because I am overwhelmed. I highly recommend stuff like this, because like this shelving that I put in there, I love it. It's literally amazing. It's the best thing ever. It keeps everything so organized, and it's literally plastic, so you can't break it, you can't bend it, it's hard plastic. Okay, little update. I took everything out of the closet, literally everything, except for obviously the sweatshirts. And then I did sweep and mop and like a vacuum like up there and around, so everything is nice and fresh and clean. I don't know why it's not focusing. Hello. Now we have a fresh start. It is 1:30, so I have to leave here in 10 minutes to go get Ariel. But I did actually come up with a slight little plan. I think what I'm gonna do is, I actually don't think I'm gonna keep this whole shelving unit in the closet. I think I'm only gonna keep half of it in there, because now that I have everything like that up there cleaned off, I have these big totes on the top, but now I think that I'm gonna keep them on the bottom, because instead of keeping our overfill, like overstock of drinks and snacks in there, I think I'm gonna put them in our other closet. So we do have another closet, but it's where our water heater is. So it is very small, and obviously it's not very like practical. So it's actually where we keep our deep freezer and just like our broom, sweep and mop and things like that. I think I should be able to stick the shelving unit either this way or right there, and we can stack. This is the only bin that I have left when we moved of all of our Christmas stuff. So this year we have to literally start over. The only thing that's in here is our stockings, and that's only because we just bought them last year, and our few little ornaments that the kids have made, because I have another one of these big clear totes, so I'm gonna put the Christmas stuff in there. Okay, it is much later, and I actually already showered. Ethan and Eros went to get dinner, but I wanted to show you guys the completed look of this closet, and then I'll show you the other closet that I kind of rearranged as well. It is a transformation. The way I did this was, this shelf is things that Ariel can do like without my help. She can just come in here and help herself. She does obviously have to ask for the Play-Doh, which she knows to ask, but her coloring stuff, her coloring books, and her dots are back there, and she can help herself to those. Also, this little light up marker thing, she can help herself to that too. This little basket is just all the dog stuff, easy accessible. And then this, I didn't really know where to put it, so I just honestly left everything in here. It just has all of our like smelly thingies in it. And then the bottom one is just overflow of paper towels and just snacks, because I didn't want to put them in the other closet, so I just left them in there. So that's what that looks like. I'm really happy with it. I'll show you the other one. It's not very fancy. Okay, so here it is. It's a little hard to tell, but I did move the deep freezer over a little bit so that way we could open this door all the way and put stuff behind there. But I did, obviously our stuff is on the wall, but I did take the bags out of that one tote, and I just stuck them all in one bag, and I just hung it in here because we don't really use it that much. This is what I did behind here. So I have, that little black thing was in there. Underneath it is this tote that actually has our Christmas decorations. Well, actually there's really no Christmas decorations, but it's our Christmas stuff. Dog food, easy accessible. Our mop buckets back there as well. But I stuck all of our overflow of drinks on here, which is really, really, really helpful because all of this was in that other closet and was taking up so much space, and now that it's in here, I feel like it's not taking up as much space anymore. I feel like we did really good. I got rid of a ton of stuff. I donated a ton of stuff, and everything just looks so much better, and I'm so happy with how literally everything turned out. I know this is such a random video. This is going to give you guys some motivation to declutter and clean your kids' things as well. That is everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys came along, cleaned along with me. This is kind of more of just like a chill, let's chill and clean together type of video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not yet already. Comment down below any future videos you guys would like to see from me. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Good boy.
Is this one